In the heart of Vietnam, a vibrant startup is blossoming, bringing together tradition, art, and social impact. Imagine a world where artistry, sustainability, and tradition intertwine. A world where every creation tells a story and every purchase makes a positive impact. Welcome to Maypaperflower.
Our team includes Ms. Phan Ngọc Hiếu, CEO, Ms. Hằng, Lan Anh, and Dung, our coaches, other team members in their roles as you can see on the screen. With the mantra, handmade paper flowers for traditional art preservation and job creation, we're confident to develop sustainably and create lasting social impacts. And throughout this video, we will be demonstrating our potential to execute and expand the business.
First of all, briefly speaking, Maypaperflowers is inherited and inspired by the traditional craft village of Thanh Tien paper flowers, more than 300 years of age in Vietnam. Seeing that the conventional products are losing their value because of the lack of innovation, our business wants to offer more creative art pieces that perfectly combine the traditional technique and the modern demand to fit the customer's changing needs. And by targeting the issue from its root causes, we aim to create three main social impacts following the Sustainable Development Goals. Our beneficiaries include the environment, women, disadvantaged people, artisans, and art lovers. We can benefit them by developing and selling our products. For our customers, we offer them economic values as you can see on the screen. With continuous effort, our past performance was destined as to achieve a lot of awards and develop sustainably over the years. More details can be seen on our landing page or in our last video about the business model.
First, talking about our human capital, we have different types of staff, and production staff occupy the most proportion. Our long-term production staffs are divided into 3 levels. At the entry level, we have level 1 apprentices who are not required to have any educational qualifications. Their salaries are 4.5 million VND per month. Level 2 production staffs are skilled workers who have mastered the basic techniques with a salary up to 6 million VND per month. Lastly, we have level 3 production staffs, the manufacturing masters. They are proficient in every manufacturing process and their salaries are 7.5 million VND per month. Maypaperflower also recruits production freelancers who work from home. After being fully trained, these individuals can take the materials home for manufacturing. Then they will earn salaries based on the amount of qualified products. And for the marketing sales staffs, the managers, their salaries range from 7 million VND to 12 million VND per month. Maypaperflower also values the well-being of our employees as we offer them benefit packages, promotional and rewarding policies. Talking about our social capital, currently, Maypaperflower has collaborated with 29 partners, from suppliers such as Hawa and Lanvi to traditional artisans and so on. Moreover, we also ran campaigns and received over 11,000 USD fund from different organizations. We also deployed a fan page on Facebook, which has reached almost 8,000 followers and over 140,000 audience reach. Not just that, Maypaperflower also relies on intellectual capital for competitive advantage. First, we have skilled artisans with unique manufacturing techniques. Next, we have our own trademark with well-structured operations and management process using technologies. Furthermore, we also have strategic partnerships with other organizations to ensure our growth. Regarding manufactured capitals, Maypaperflower total physical asset values is over 300 million Vietnam đồng, including machines, storage, and display items. Their lifespan is expected to be 10 to 15 years, and their physical assets are economically utilized and will remain in service for extended period. Next, talking about our financial capital, we have the following statistics. This number indicates a decent cash runway and a surplus. Working capital of 200 million Vietnam đồng signify a strong position for short-term financial obligations. Moreover, a debt-to-equity ratio of 5% and equity ratio of 95% demonstrate a low financial risk and a strong capital base. Besides, gross profit margin of 30% reflect effective production cost management.
Next, talking about traction, we have the following past performance statistics. Moreover, our return on investment figure holds promising implications, as for every unit of capital invested in the business, we are generating a return of around 52%. Not just that, by analyzing usage patterns, Maypaperflower realized that people tend to buy our products more when they are important days ahead. Therefore, we have directed our production towards customization to cater to varying requirements and preferences at different times. These strategies are all geared toward optimizing customer satisfaction and enhancing business efficiency.
Next, talking about our risk management, we'll break it down into different categories. First, talking about our market risk, the market size is quite small as the products are not necessities, resulting in difficulties in locating customer files. However, we can manage it by developing our strong value propositions and investing in marketing activities. Secondly, we have financial risk related to credit and liquidity. It may come when there is a lack of customers and revenue cannot fully cover the expenses. However, we can solve it by developing a detailed financial plan and monitoring cash flow regularly. Thirdly, talking about our operational risks, our manufacturing processes are dependent on raw material supply from partners. Therefore, we need to diversify our suppliers and build good relationships with them.
Fourthly, we have talent and human resource risks. Maypaperflower recruits 20 people who have disability or lack qualifications, which requires more training. However, we can mitigate it by developing a robust recruitment, training, and retention program. Fifthly, talking about our partnership, we understand that while fluctuation and scarcity from partners can pose challenges, therefore, Maypaperflower focus on robust partnership programs and always looking for more partners to reduce dependence. Lastly, we have legal risks that is related to tax, environmental laws, and labor regulations. However, we can minimize the risk by staying up to date with changes and ensuring compliance with legal requirements. In summary, though certain risks are inevitable, by developing suitable strategies, we are confident to achieve our long-term goals and sustain the business growth.
Next, talking about our target market, it is the traditional handicraft. Regarding its needs and want for products, please look at the following table. In order to better assess the market, we display our products through various channels as you can see on the screen. Overall, the market size of paper flower products is experiencing a seizure as they are being eroded. However, because of the increasing demand and ongoing government support for the handicraft industry, the market size for these products is expected to grow in the coming years. Moreover, according to data of the Vietnam Handicraft Exporters Association, for every $1 million of exports from the handicraft industry, profits are 5 to 10 times higher than that of the mining industry, which means that they have great export potentials and high profit rates. Not to mention that Vietnam's handicraft exports are forecast to grow by more than 12% per year, with a turnover of $5 billion by 2025. That is the reason why Maypaperflower aims to target the handicraft market, to revive the traditional industry, and to take advantage of the potential to grow market.
Talking about our competitors, at present, May is the leader in the market as there is no direct competitor. For businesses with alternative products such as silk or dried flowers, Maypaperflower can surpass them with unique paper flowers characteristics as you can see. Currently, our market concentration is 40% foreign, 60% Vietnam, and our market share growth over time is to primarily target the European market. The annual growth in value of flower branches in the global market is 12%, with the value imported from the European market in 2022 has reached almost $1 billion USD, proving our potential. With continuous growth over time in 2021 to 2023 as you can see on the screen, we are confident to sustainably increase our market share. Most importantly, what sets us apart is that our business is the pioneer in rebuilding the handmade paper flower market. Moreover, we also aim to create other social impacts. We identify ourselves as a sustainable business aims to create long-lasting impacts, acknowledged by prestigious stakeholders and awards in big competitions, and our products will forever develop to fit the customer's changing preferences. Maypaperflower consists of more than 200 manufacturing techniques, therefore it's hard for any other business to copy us.
Lastly, talking about our opportunities, let's have a look at how urgent the problem is and how our solution can solve it from the core. Our target social issue is the eroded cultural values in Vietnam. According to VCVA in 2020, Hanoi, Vietnam's capital, now has only over 1,000 craft villages left, which means 444 villages have disappeared because of changing demand in customers. The problem resulted in unemployment, loss of traditional values, and most importantly, the environmental issue at 85% of modern artwork productions harms the environment, and more than 50% of them can cause serious pollutions. Therefore, as we strive to solve the problem from the root cause, we are confident to mitigate the issues. Moreover, talking about internal factors, we have unique manufacturing techniques and continuously developing products, decent help from partners and stakeholders, effective marketing campaigns, and diversified distribution channels, technology integration into management and productions, financial strength with a stable foundation and clear revenue streams. Or talking about external factors, we have customer enduring demands for art products, global trend toward green consumptions. The handmade market is a highly valued internationally, boosting our potential for global expansions. With all the mentioned factors as shown, we believe it won't take long before we can successfully monetize our business and social solutions.
Before ending our presentation, we would like to thank SBC 2023. Throughout the third round, we learned a lot about how to execute and expand our business. In the near future, our vision is to monetize our business and social solutions.
We are ready to change our community.